So this is the temperature instrument for the Caterham, and it goes from about 0 to 120 degrees, and basically it works by having a live feed and a ground and a sensor feed, and that sensor goes to basically the sender unit that's actually on the engine itself. And what happens is, as the engine gets hotter, the resistance gets lower and the gauge goes up. So the gauge was at 0 with the engine running and the engine hot. So there was a problem, obviously, with the sensor wire, and I thought it might be broken somewhere, and I thought, oh God, it's going to be a real problem. But come and have a look at this. So what I did was, instead of using a continuity tester, because you can't hear it buzzing when it's in the cockpit, I made the whole line hot. So it's got 12 volts. I've just bridged the 12 volts from the feed into this wire that comes down to the sender unit down there. And what I've done is I've poked in the wire in a couple of places. I first poked in the wire just over here. I've exposed the loom here, and I poked in there to see if I was at least getting 12 volts down to here, and I was getting 12 volts down to there. And so I came round here and I put the tester on there, and as you can see, I'm getting nothing. So I know that the problem is between there and there, but I thought, well, let's try here, and I poked it right there, and I get 12 volts. So the high resistance is actually in this terminal. Look at that, nothing. Problem solved, just replace that connector. So on closer inspection, you can see here that it is crimped properly, and you can see, let me put it down here, you can see that the wire is in there, but look at the corrosion, and that amount of corrosion is enough to stop that 12 volts coming to this terminal, or the 12 volts coming from the instrument down to the sensor and through the sensor. So there you go, replace the terminal. And using the proper crimps to crimp it, that's the new terminal going on. And with a bit of heat shrink on, with a little slit up the middle. On.